Yo, Kenny.
What's up, world? This your boy Kenny Supreme, and we back with another episode of the KOE Confidential. Today I got my country cousin Jay Will.
What's happening?
And of course I got my nigga boss Dobbie. And today we just talking about violence and how, basically trying to see how does it actually work. You know, and throughout history it's been so many race riots, massacres, different situations, and it's like nowadays on social media that's the first thing people want to do. People want to say, oh, let's riot, oh, let's tear some shit up. But we just trying to see, you know what I'm saying, does that really work? Matter of fact, the name of this episode is going to be Too Hot to Riot.
I like that.
That fit very well. That fit very well.
So we just going to jump right into it. I'm pretty sure everybody know who Nat Turner is. So in 1831, Nat Turner led a slave rebellion. And you know, basically, they was tired of how they were being treated, being discriminated. So they said, fuck it, we're going to take it into our own hand. And he led a full-on rebellion. And shit, basically went back against the establishment. So what do y'all boys feel about Nat Turner and what he did? Y'all feel it was a good step, or you feel it really ain't make no difference?
I mean, nowadays I feel like we need more physical leaders than like internet leaders. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
I need more of us to be actually out here in the streets for real, protesting.
But you say like you need physical leaders. So as physical leaders, does physical leaders being violent, like we speaking about the violence, does the violence work?
At some point, I mean, what's wrong? Like, how you feel violence is wrong when that's what's being shown on TV? I mean, like we say, how long have we been doing this peace thing for so long? It's like how many lives is gonna take to the point it's just like.
So you with the violence? Or you feel
I'm
like
not saying it's. I'm saying it's
a double side.
It's a double side. It's a
double
double-edged sword.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you need that.
Yeah.
Versus, you know what I'm saying, just sticking to being peaceful. Like, what has it really gotten us so far?
I'm a firm believer.
We don't have no real, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a firm believer, and it's a time and place for everything.
Right.
So like even like what he was just saying with Nat, like most people don't even realize like he was saying that he was getting visions from God. You know what I'm saying? That Turner was actually
like he really felt like God was leading him,
you know what I'm saying,
to do that.
Like he was taught how to read. He was able to go in and kind of break down and decipher the Bible to his understanding.
Fact.
So within their understanding, it brought him to say, "Hey, these folks ain't treating me right." And my mother said that anybody ever hit me, hit their bite. So
exactly.
I mean,
okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I get that.
You know,
I get that. That's human nature to defend yourself, but you gotta look at it like this. Okay, boom. We're a couple hundred slaves. Yeah, we lead a rebellion. Woo. We kill a couple white people. Boom. They skin me alive.
Right. For sure.
Hang me, then you skin me alive. You know what I'm saying? So like, what at the end? What did you? Yeah, you in the history book, but what did you really like? What was really done by that? Yeah, exactly. At what cost? Is like, what did he really gain?
Really resolve?
Okay, like, so for those I love, I will sacrifice. Now that's tattooed on the inside of my left arm right now. So on the simple level of that quote, it kind of boils down to like, shit. I'm not thinking for not only just myself, I'm thinking for like those that's coming like ahead and after me. So you gotta kind of put it in perspective of like, shit, if I don't pursue this vision or this calling, because like I say, he got it from God. Right. So like that's one thing that most people leave out, that like most people don't really realize, that like when you have like a spiritual calling, to me, I feel like that's one of those days that kind of like lands you in the history book in general anyway, because you made that necessary sacrifice to say like,
I feel that,
you know, but I'm gonna stand on this, and if I gotta die to do this, then it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Take it or leave it. So I mean,
but why? But I don't know. Like I'm kind of conflicted with that. I believe you gotta have something you willing to die for, but at the same time, I feel like if you're a leader and you running a movement and you don't see it through and you die, then you failed.
True enough. But they say that's the build of a team. That's why you gotta have
have people behind.
Right, and it gotta be not only just like. I don't believe in that concept of leadership. I think, honestly, if we have an ideology, I think we should adapt more of principles and morals than actual physical leaders. Like you were saying, like instead of having internet leaders, like dudes just stand on these basic, these basic principles and morals.
And what I meant by protesting is like basically like development programs for young black men. Like how you have a lot of people in Auburn, like as yourself as a leader.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Even, going into King, you know, he's doing his thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
Even
King Randall too.
Yeah, facts.
Ex-boy.
Definitely, boy. Keep doing what you think. Shout out to Extra Boys.
Shout out to them boys, man. Like people like that, like y'all, like us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Men trying to actually do something in the community and bring, you know what I'm saying, light to the situation that's going on. Like,
But
I
at
feel
the
like
same
those are
at the same time, like
needed, like protesting.
protest is needed, but I'm saying like the violence, like Martin Luther King protest, but motherfuckers went out there shooting people. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I do agree that the pen is
as a result of his
sword.
rebellion, 200, you know what I'm saying, slaves or former slaves got killed as a result of Nat Turner rebellion, and he got skinned alive. And several other people who helped lead it with him, they were put to death too. So in Virginia, which where it took down, what did they really gain?
I mean, ultimately, the beauty of perception, because I'm going to say it to you like this. If you had to deal with, let's say, when Nat Turner died, Nat Turner was going to say about 30 years old, 30-some odd years old.
Right, he was 31.
So you spent the mass majority of your life as a slave. So you've been beaten, you've been spat on, you've been like any and everything you can think of. And you finally say, all right, forget this, I'm finna stand up for myself and I'm finna fight. So you go out and you fight. Right. And within you fight, you done built this whole coalition. Like you just say, he got 200 people killed, true enough. Right. But within getting them killed, it was the getting killed on the belief of what I'm down for, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna cause some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, like the same question that you ask right now, you gotta think about like even in the situation with Jesus. Like they hung him on the cross, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like just on some, not even on humbug shit, it was just because he stood for what he believed in. He did nothing violent, you know what I'm saying? And they still put him on, you know, they put this man on the cross. So at the end of the day, like I said, it's a double-edged sword. So I guess it depends on. I guess it depends on situation and circumstance, because like I get the Martin thing, but Malcolm X also stood for, you know, I believe a more peaceful stance on it, but he just let a nigga know like, hey,
don't
if
you come wrong, anything like I'm a peaceful man, but
and this is my thing, like okay,
cross the
boom,
line.
I value, you know what I'm saying, peace above all. So I feel like everybody should be peaceful, you know what I'm saying, doing them as long as you ain't trying to hurt me. Like my whole thing, like I believe it's a better way you could have led. You know what I'm saying? He could have pulled up Harriet Tubman. He could have led him on. You know what I'm saying? They could have ran.
For sure.
They could have did anything.
But with that running, like, come on, like, you know, I think about it like this, bro. So in reality, if you got this kid that's been bullying you, and like this man always messing with you, bro. I'm talking about always, man. I'm talking about he knocking your pants out your hand, and nigga taking your lunch, and doing always doing something to you. So you mean to tell me you would rather just say, man, forget that for no boy,
I'm gonna beat him up. I'm gonna beat him up. But I'm saying that's different though. You know what I'm saying? That kid that bullying me ain't got goddamn a militia of white folk. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? The president sent the militia in when that shit happened.
True enough. But then,
like what I'm saying, like that shit got bad.
I'm gonna say it like this. Okay, so even within the topic that we talking about, honestly, I think a lot of what we're discussing, we gotta start looking at the polar opposite of it in. Cause like I said earlier, like the pen is mightier than the sword. So I don't know if y'all seen, but you know how the Asians just got the hate crime put in place.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you gotta also put in you know, in perspective that shit. If Asians get treated wrong over here in America, you know they got their big brother. They can always go home. You know what I'm saying? Like they can go home and say, hey, look, they messing with us over here and everything else going whoop whoop. Hey, I need you to come straighten this out. And that's ultimately what it really boiled down to, who got the biggest stick at the end. Yeah. Cause we can delegate and we can, you know, be civil, but ultimately, like, I think when it really boiled down to it, it's kind of like, it's a two-side sword. It's a two-lane thing. Cause I think if most people would have these conversations more and have that open dialogue within this, I do say the violence would cease, but I don't see it ceasing.
But most, like, the main thing I say, like, and you know what I'm saying, I heard a lot of people say this, like, you know, black people in general, we like to be seen rather than heard.
Right.
It felt exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
And I see a lot of that, you know, going on today in social media, and especially in the media today. Like, we don't have any real leaders. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have some.
Like, I'm gonna say of a leader though.
Like, I'm just saying somebody who's actually about their work. Like, it doesn't really. It's not all about the money.
For sure.
In the end, like it's about, you know, helping my brother out for real. Most of the time, you see who they ask for a donation or a handout.
True.
Like if it's to the point where I want to give, like let me just freely do that. Like,
well, definitely.
But no dream power freedom, bro.
Right.
Yeah,
Shit
you right.
take
You
time.
right.
Like niggas have to.
And then
You think Malcolm
X
X ain't ask for no donations? Malcolm X used to fucking preach on the corner on the little stoop.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I understand, bro, but I'm just, you
And,
know,
and things like that take time. Like, cause basically, like what you saying right now, bro. Like, that's kind of leading to the discussion. Like, that's what kind of go hand in hand in the discussion that I'm saying. Like, you gotta think about it, bro. If you want somebody to come out and lead and do all this, but like, my nigga, I'm hungry. Like, I need some bread. You see what I'm saying? Like, I see what you mean. So if I ain't eating,
starving prophet,
you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then the thing, and honestly, to me, I think that was Malcolm and Martin's biggest issue is that they didn't pursue enough of an economic stance to where they couldn't be killed. Because even in the topic that we talking about, violence a solution? Because you got to think about it. It's a lot of dudes around here that like you got to pay to touch. Like
like
nobody
just big money. Like Jay-Z, you ain't. Niggas ain't put no hands on Hov.
Oh, not at all.
No.
Like Hov.
See that money talks.
Hov not
bro.
touchable, bro. Like
that money talks, bro.
Wait,
I ain't gonna say he ain't touchable.
he a human, so of course he's touchable. But I'm saying like,
Ain't too many people.
you
got
gotta be
fingers on
somebody
them.
that's.
Right.
Ain't too many people.
You gotta be somebody to put some bread on Hov head. First.
Straight up.
And that's the problem with the community that we don't have. We don't have enough equity to say like, yeah, we can go run a nigga and knock a head in, but ultimately, if we don't have the funds to go to war, like,
and they're not even just like you ain't got the funds to go to war. Like they always say, you gotta have your bread right to go to war, but not even by having your bread right. If you don't have no money, niggas don't give a fuck about your opinion.
Yeah,
for sure.
You don't even gotta sit at this table because you ain't in this like. You don't got enough money for us to care about your opinion. Like what we listening to, how you feel you were.
What's your opinion without that cheese? You feel me?
Exactly.
Well, and then I don't think it's not the money. It's actually the money and the intellect. I think it's a little bit of both because all of it go hand in hand.
Yeah,
because
facts.
no lie, as we sit here right now, it's a lot of people that spend a lot of bread. Like, cause even in the A, you gotta think about it. Like, it's so much money that circulates in Atlanta to the point where it's ridiculous. But I guarantee you, the 1% of Atlanta doesn't look like neither one of us. You see what I'm saying? Like the people that's really making that bread and seeing the actual ins and outs of that, they ain't looking like us.
Yeah.
And within them not even looking like us, like you gotta think about how history even serves us too. Like it's been years of having to be the bully, but I mean not having to be bullied, but being bullied by the bully. To the point where now I think we just kind of like tired. Like I don't know, like how you say, internet leaders like. We can sound and talk real good, but when it really boils down to it, ain't nobody really trying to lose their life on no real shit. So, you know, because ultimately, like...
And the few niggas that was trying to lose their life, they done lost it.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say they done lost it, because ultimately, I ain't just gonna say... I'm gonna just say, like, the way society's viewed and painted that picture.
So would y'all say that just life and society has beaten us down to the point we just... tired, like naturally our instinct can tell us like we're tired of it. Like
I'm gonna use our next example to answer your question. Like, so in 1906, it was a race ride in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. And so basically, you know what I'm saying, the publications, they were printing fake stories like white woman raped by 3 black men. They not saying the woman name, they not saying the location, they might just be like upper side of town or something. Okay, so this white mob, you know what I'm saying? Some said it was KKK, some said it wasn't. They basically decided we're gonna do something about all these niggas killing these white girls.
KKK.
So they get to the, you know what I'm saying? They go downtown Atlanta. They get to burning down businesses black people got. They get to attacking random black people. So at first the black people not knowing what's going on. So about halfway through the first day, they get to fight back. So shit get ugly. I think like 36 people, 26 or 36 people got killed.
Yeah, 36.
So I said that to answer your question. So when we have leaders, why don't we take it to that next level and protect our leaders? Like, why was Martin Luther King able to get shot on the balcony? Why motherfucker was able to walk up to Malcolm X on the stage and shoot him? Why the goddamn police was able to kill Fred Hampton when he was sleeping? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just shit like that. Like
the same reason they shot Mitch in the hallway, man. It's the same exact reason. Greed. Everybody want that next spot, bro. You gotta think about it, bro. Don't nobody want to be Pippen. Everybody want to be Mike.
Facts.
So when you
But Mike don't get 6 without pimping.
no cap. But see, you gotta be a very selfless cat, and like you gotta be really in tune with yourself to understand that like I gotta sacrifice certain things because everybody they own Jordan in their own right. You know what I'm saying? Because like you say, without Pippen, Mike don't get 6.
Right.
So it's just as valuable to wear 33 as it is to wear 23. But most people don't see that, especially not in our community. You know what I'm saying? Because,
exactly. They like, nigga, it's 1 or 0.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's because everybody put that pressure on or have like this unspoken thing.
And the thing is, what I say is, bro, just to cap all that, bro. And I feel what you're saying, bro. Like, nigga, it just really just boils down to like just sharing that love. Like,
yeah,
you know
for
what
sure,
I'm saying?
definitely.
Like, black man, bro. Like, we feel like we put that pride in a way when you know what I'm saying, and that just, you know what I'm saying, like just having a leader or seeing somebody being of that stature, like you just gotta have it. Like you can be that too. Like
true. So that
you know
even
what I'm
asks
saying?
me, but
Like,
that even bring me back to my question. Like I say, what would you define as a leader though? Because in a lot of different cases, like it's everybody got different, you know, viewpoints and opinions on what should be done, but it's kind of hard to say, all right, let's all look at this one cat and say, all right, let's look at him and say, oh, this the guy we finna follow. Because, I mean, ultimately, in our reality, like, cats like Malcolm and Martin, they had following, but you know how long it took
They got
for
way
them to
more
brand
popular
it?
after they death.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's almost, it's crazy how people don't believe you till you dead or you gone. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, and that just goes to speak on so much of just life in general, because even within like that Riot in Atlanta, most people don't even talk about that shit now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk
Most people
about it, don't even know.
You see what I'm
about it,
saying?
like,
And Atlanta is like #1 in culture, world culture right now. And what most people would not respect and realize, and I ain't gonna count, we gotta actually pinpoint this. The South is responsible for everything. I don't give a fuck what you saying, bro. Like, your grandmama was born down here.
Right.
Your grandmama was born down here.
When the ships landed, motherfucker, they was in the South.
I'm telling you, no
Then
cap.
they explored.
Georgia, specifically, I'm to my Florida. Like,
Right, Florida, Virginia, that's where they was.
That's
You
where
know
they
what
was
I'm saying?
at, yeah.
So,
And my dad, he got this saying he always say, visionaries be fools when they alive and legends when they die.
Man.
And that shit really makes sense because
niggas
ain't
don't
nobody
believe
gonna
in
see.
you.
Exactly.
See you,
like Nat
man.
Turner, most of the niggas follow him, they probably just wanted to kill some white people.
oh no cap. Or not even just kill some white people. It was just somebody made something sound good. You know what I'm saying?
Slave,
Like,
we
slave,
oppressed,
we ain't got
the nigga
nothing
gave me
else
something to
to
believe in.
We ain't got nothing else to do. Like, we got to believe in something.
It's still at home. Don't forget. I say,
saying?
God gave him a vision, man. The one thing that I do understand about this life is 2 slick talking niggas in this world, and that's a pimp and a preacher.
Right.
So if you follow up under either one of them, hey, you gotta think about it. That's how you get a following. And you gotta, hey, Malcolm was what? Both. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And he had the greatest command of the English dictionary. So come on, if you can make these words sound pretty, you can make anybody do anything.
Come on, man.
So like, and
Persuasion.
right, and that's I think that's the most detrimental thing of society.
Persuasion.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely.
Like, when it all boiled down to.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel like most people look at black people and like disregard when we say Black Lives Matter and stuff like that because of how we interact with each other?
Man, look, I say it's to the point, like, we disrespect each other.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
agree with you.
We disrespect each
But
other.
just to go on step on that
But-
Black Lives Matter thing, that shit almost a sham, bro. Like, cause like let's really be honest about this thing. Like, in order to take or hold anybody, like it's accountability. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, how long has Black Lives Matter been out? We're gonna say about since 2014, right?
Yeah.
nah, actually earlier than that, probably like 22. I think it started right after Trayvon.
Right after Trayvon.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
Like
if it started right
2012,
after Trayvon,
Like
why are we at 2021? And name me a case that they won. Name me a case that the Black Lives Matter had something involved with that they actually followed through and say, okay, boom, this is something that we affected and we changed, that we can point to, that's tangible. You see what I'm saying?
I think
You
all,
know what I'm
all
saying?
it is what it is.
Sponsorship.
Hashtag-
It's a good
hashtag-
front. You know what I'm saying? It's a brand. You know what I'm saying? It's something to say.
Something that you put
Right,
on, put on a t-shirt,
Bro, and that's all it is, bro. Because you can go in and you can go find like videos of everything of like these different people that been like slain family members talk about how like, you know, these different organizations and nonprofits come in and they pretty much profit off of pain, bro. Like that's the one thing that we do not discuss. They pimp black people's pain. Like
they pimp hope. Like they sell you the idea that shit could be better. Like we gon' get justice. Like we really could win. That's the idea.
That not only that, bro, but they also give you that sense of comfort to the point where like it's almost unbearable.
Yeah.
That's why mental health is so big is what it is.
Man, like I'm saying to the point, it's just like how can you like withstand all that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's to the point like what's a hashtag at this point? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like at this point, like we need action, bro. We need more laws on papers, bro.
We need the funds to have a voice, bro.
I mean, and that's what just coming together. Stop hating on your brethren. You know what I'm saying?
It's not just hating, bro. It's like accepting roles in reality. You know what I'm saying? Like how we was just saying, everybody still want to be joined. So like it's all we keep pointing at one leader. Like I say, I really believe it's an idea, bro. Because ultimately, if all of us do our part right now after we leave this table, it shouldn't matter what the fuck else go on. You know what I'm saying? Because if one of us falls short, I can get some for you, I get some for you, and boom. Or not even that. We already working so much together to the point where it's so cohesive. Yeah. And I got my own lane, so I should be able to feel powerful and comfortable enough as a man to say, all right, I don't mind working with you and bringing my piece to the table. Because it's just like a cookout, you know what I'm saying? Right. But if you think about it now, like most cats at cookouts, they ain't breaking the chicken no more. They ain't breaking the plates, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to come.
They want to bring the sodas.
They want everything already prepared, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they just want to come with the ideas.
The ice.
But, I'm saying, make shit sound fly. You know, the fly stuff with it. Yeah. Man, don't nobody want to actually put that work in.
Some cakes from the Harvey's or something.
Yo, I mean, to answer your, I know I'm kind of jumping back, but to answer your question about what I consider a leader, I consider a leader anybody who's trying to really invoke change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Anybody who really is doing what they got to do and making a path, walking, and really showing like fuck all the internet shit, fuck the clickbait, the retweets, any of that shit. Like anybody who's really making change, like, I consider you a leader. Like what y'all doing with the Dream Academy. I feel that's leadership. That's active leadership.
I appreciate
that. And that's what I was relating to earlier, man.
My brother Keith Randall, extra boys. That's
leaders.
That's leadership.
So and then I guess to kind of speak on that, like. So I guess the feature of the episode, we're actually currently at the Dream Academy or Studio 2 as we like to call it. So yeah, man. I mean, I definitely appreciate that shout out right there, bro. Cause like what we're doing at the academy is just trying to invoke more stuff like this, conversations like this,
y'all doing y'all thing
with those high school kids and with those kids that's coming up. Cause like, bro, this is stuff that gotta be had and done. Cause if we don't get to understand how we use the education that we already gained, because like most of us are going to get smarter day by day. Like our kids are coming out like smart as whoop. So education really ain't the thing. It's how I use my hands. How can I apply what I learned?
Exactly.
Daily life.
Exactly.
To gain income.
Because I know hella niggas who know. I know hella niggas smart as fuck. They know a bunch of shit.
Right.
But ain't got nothing going on.
Right.
So like it's really applied. You know what I'm saying? Applied knowledge. Like okay, like we gotta start showing the kids. Okay, boom, you know how to do this. So this how you can, you know what I'm saying? This how you can take care of this by doing that.
Right.
And if you do this way, this gonna come. Like,
bro, and you know what's so amazing about this, bro? It's
like high school really too late.
True enough. Cause like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
It starts young.
Right. Cause most of us don't realize we pick up on different little traits and skills as kids anyway. Naturally. We just don't understand how to. And it ain't even just based on marketing them. It's just like applying them in a simple way.
Exactly.
Like,
make them use for you. Make your talents use for you.
You see what I'm saying? And then just understanding that, like, if somebody don't give you that opportunity, you can go make your opportunity. Like it may take you a little longer, but
it's not impossible to achieve.
I'm telling you, it's worth it more going to do it.
And it goes back to a mindset, bro. Like you said, like Like
Yes.
a child, it start early, bro. What you install in your child? What you put in their meals? What they eat?
For sure.
Like their daily intake. Do they read in the morning? Do you like? You know what I'm saying?
Are they reading at all?
Exactly.
If you just
Like
giving them the phone, get out my face.
Like don't
Oh, yeah,
do
that's
that.
definitely-
Are you spending
You have
time
to
with their
monitor.
kids?
You have to monitor a child and what they intake.
And
And
this is
the
really
things
what's
they
going on
watch.
too, though. Like we
Yeah.
also got to be mindful of that. Like this is that shit that's really happening around
Yeah,
here, and that's really
bro.
going
Like
on.
you got look, man. I know several people like they kids know every young boy song. Like they standing in front of that TV, they jumping. You know what I'm saying? They doing the mannerisms and everything. Like
Sure. But that's
all day, and then he grow up. Now he 12, and you got your gun in your closet. You wonder why he keep playing. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's when you get creative with it. So, like, a part of the academy is we got this mentoring program. We call it Hot Kids. So, what Hot stands for is heart over talent. So, basically, you know, simply to kind of piggyback, the reason why I kind of said we're in there, because, like, it was kind of go in what you were saying.
Right.
Most kids, like, we can't argue the fact that they gonna learn these songs. Like,
Yeah, it's
we
out
ain't
there
even
for
gonna
them.
It's
say
out
it
there.
right now, you know? So,
it's almost
why not
impossible.
learn how to, you know, pinpoint and gather that wave, I guess, and flip it to where they can kind of understand and they can balance it out for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think about it.
And it just basically goes back to the parent.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
Like,
sure.
the parent has to monitor, like, basically everything that goes on in a child's life.
But you can't monitor everything.
Yeah,
So,
because think
not
about it,
monitor,
bro.
but-
That's why
Think
it's
about how
open
you,
dialogue.
what I'm saying, bro. Think about how the average, you know what I'm saying, black kid growing up, bro. The parent ain't really got time to motherfucking monitor what their kids got going on. You working 8 to 10 hours. Some people work 12 hours a day. Your kid, you know what I'm saying, at a daycare. Then when the daycare grandma picking them up till you get off, type shit. Like shit like that is going on. It's not many of us that's in that
I see
financial
what you're saying.
situation where they really have an extended amount of time to spend with their kids. You know what I'm saying? Most Americans, they high and by with their kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you at home eating dinner, everybody in their phone, ain't no fluid conversation going on.
At
I
all,
mean,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
but that's something you have to control though.
That-
You have to make time for it. Like, I'm pretty sure, like,
That's a double-edged sword again.
Like, yeah,
Because you
you
gotta
should-
think,
you
if
should.
mom's at work, like,
What time can she make?
I mean,
Nigga, you want time or you want to bathe to goddamn go bathe?
and then if you got moms
You know what I'm
and
saying?
pops, the
Like,
way work
real
going
shit,
right now,
like, real
everybody
shit,
working
though,
2 or
but
3
yeah,
jobs.
that's
So,
what I'm saying.
like, my nigga, I ain't even got time to go have a conversation with you.
Right.
You know, because I gotta go
I'ma
make sure
hit
the
you on the
lights stay
flip.
on.
I'ma hit you on the flip. You good? Goddamn, woo your food.
You got
This what we
$300
need.
shoes, my G.
Yeah,
I
you
just
know what I'm saying?
put that PS5 in the living
Oh, God,
room.
your Zaxby's
What
in the
conversation
microwave.
we need to have right
Yeah,
now?
real shit.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
hear what y'all saying.
Hey, you better not have no little
Bro.
girl in my house though. That's all I know.
Exactly.
But hey, as
Bro.
long as I'm at work bringing in this cheese and
Bro,
you getting these grades,
Bro, I got some homies that got like younger siblings, bro. These kids like DoorDash babies, like Instacart.
for sure.
You know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying? Uber Eats. Like these niggas ain't going outside, especially since the pandemic. They're not even going outside. Mama and dad out at work all day. They doing whatever the fuck they want to do. So when is it time to really money? You know what I'm saying? The younger siblings at home with the big siblings. She trying to do what she want to do, so she don't give a fuck what little Dede doing. He going crazy.
So you gotta be mindful of all that, bro. Like, and then with them putting that in
I hear what you're
perspective.
saying though.
But that's why platforms like this and like
Yeah.
and
Just
things
try to
like that,
give
bro.
it a broader.
Right.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And then you gotta also have certain people that gotta realize they kind of gotta like you gotta do it for yourself, and that's a lot to say for the average person because
Yeah.
most people don't even realize that half of this stuff is already said and done for us. We just gotta follow the manuscript. Like we just gotta follow the way it goes. But man, that's
It's all just sticking together.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or you run into situations like your boy, you know, Rodney King back in the day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you just chilling, and
Yeah.
them boys decide to beat your ass. You know?
Like, and then the crazy thing about it, like that's not even like nigga, that's 1992.
Right.
Like I was born in 96. You see what I'm saying? Like,
So,
nigga,
like, it
that's
just-
hella realistic.
Right,
Like,
you know
that's,
what I'm saying?
that's hella modern. Like, this shit is
Modern.
going on.
Ooh, like,
But that shit
2015
happened, you
Baltimore
know?
riots. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much.
Hey, think about it like this. Look at it in this perspective. The dudes that beat Rodney King's ass are granddaddies right now. Or,
Right.
or just becoming granddaddies.
Living a great life.
living
You know what I'm
life,
saying?
Living a great life.
And I want to know what that perspective is on like how everything going on right now because like if I am mistaken, I don't think any of them, but maybe 2 people actually got like indicted to actually go to court.
Exactly.
And you gotta imagine like in that video, you clearly see it is more than two.
Yeah, like they going ham on it.
Like,
They putting hands and feet.
Hey, and then I honestly think, bro, we actually should have more of an open conversation about, especially after that situation, about black men and PTSD with the police. Like, I really feel like, that is a legitimate situation. I feel like I can go to any doctor and ask for a prescription for anything.
I hold my breath a little bit anytime I see 12.
Yeah, no cap.
It alerts you, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't never see police and just chill. It always alert me, like.
And you know what's crazy?
Tighten up. It's time to get right. Let me buckle up. Let me get right.
And you know what's funny? Like, even coming from like a city like where we're from, like the crazy thing is like as we get older, we're finna be going to school with some of the guys that like we went to school with some of the guys that finna be police officers.
Yeah.
But like you gotta be mindful like other guys is trying to go be police officers too. Like, and there's no knock on nobody, like, no judgment, but like, bro, every police officer I met been an asshole. And 9 times out of 10, if they was an asshole now, they was an asshole when they was, you know, and not even maybe an asshole, they was just like picked on. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or like they was bothered. Because I think really that's what the issue is. Like,
bullies.
Bro,
you know
no cap. It's a lot of niggas who used to get punched out. That's police.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. I kind of wonder,
I say it, bro. I know what I'm saying.
There's a lot of politics in that. There's a lot of politics in that.
Like, even with the George Floyd situation, it's been proven, you know, him and Derek Chauvin, they worked at a nightclub together.
Oh, yeah.
They had a prior history to it. So this nigga already felt like, oh, shit. I know who you is, so you gonna try me like this.
And the thing is, bro, I hate to the fact they always blame it on drugs. Like, it's the reason.
Bro, because you gotta think about it, like,
it's
the simplest
always
thing.
drugs. Why? Like,
because
it's always. I know. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like.
You gotta think about it, like, even as we speak about this shit right now, bro. I just got hit the joint. So within us even looking at it, it's all based upon perspective. So. The way today's society works, bro.
It's some people gonna watch this video and be like, "Those some thugs."
Straight up, like
or not even some thugs. Like they gonna start like not even listening to the conversation. They just gonna see like the fact that we got weed rolling around, and like
they already throwing stereotypes.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like they already.
And we cussed like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like
y'all already know on the KOE Confidential we keep shit raw, organic. So it's haters or lovers, we us.
Straight up.
But that's just like that's why, man. I don't know. In my younger days, I used to be on that shit like, yeah, let's go burn some shit down, eye for eye shit. Then I just really realized all that shit do is slow the money up.
Yeah.
Get niggas killed. Now you gotta pay for funerals. Everybody selling fish plates. Everybody got a car wash going on. Mm-hmm. Everybody goddamn boosters. They trying to goddamn cut yards. They doing it like the whole hood coming together to bury you. It's just a lot of shit going on. Like,
right, but I ain't gonna count.
It bring a lot of money, bro. Like you gotta have. That's why celebrities wait till they get to a certain stature before they speak out. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas ain't. Some are, but most niggas, they not speaking out their first take.
Oh, no, of course not.
That first take, niggas ain't woke.
That's the issue, though. That's the problem. Like, because I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, the thing about it, when it comes to a lot of different things, like, I agree with you 100% on, like, what you were pretty much saying.
Right.
But, like, to bring back the conversation we were saying earlier, like, what's that line do you cross? Because, like, I kid you not, bro. Like, if given certain situations, if I was to, like, bump into George Zimmerman, bro, I'm definitely taking that L. I'm taking that L, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm doing that. Like, I ain't even gonna go and just put down and like front to you. Like, we definitely going. We going there. Like, and I'm willing to reap all repercussions. But that's just on some how I just feel personally.
Yeah, exactly.
Because ultimately, at the end of the day, like how we were just saying, at some point in time, it comes to a point where somebody's gonna have to stand for something. And it's not even just on some, just want to do something. It's just the simple fact that something was done. Yeah. And I'm not saying that it's justifiable.
I'm talking about, and something came out of it.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Good. You feel me? Like,
because people not like this. Like, if anything, we gotta be mindful of the people that we're leading next. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Even within that example, so like, don't take me wrong. Like, I fully understand, like, and comprehend what's going on, but it's like, bro, hey, my son may see this, and if I if I get the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Like, I imagine how many cats just like, bro, I really know this man that, you know what I'm saying? Or like, this man here really did this, and he's still like, and it ain't even the fact of like it's like the way things are going. Like, he probably put up real tight, but ain't shit been done for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just got a couple other bills that's getting worked on that got nothing to do with folks that look like me and you. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then
because, bro, we like. That's why I bring it. Like, not trying to just make everything about like finances, but we don't hold a big enough stake.
Right.
Oh, I mean,
the Asians got their act passed because them folks they see them folks as a fucking tool.
But if you was already behind the 8 ball, bro, you gotta also be mindful that like it take a lot of hustling, and within that, it's got to be like a lot of bending knee when it comes to
overnight success. Nowhere.
Oh yeah, Rome was not built in a day.
Right,
it's
years behind any overnight success.
But you got to think about it, bro.
You want to see
why these people? Because these people actually work.
They band together.
They work and they work together, bro.
Because
they come together.
Come on, bro.
Think about it. All the gas stations. Who own them?
Come on.
Who own all the gas stations?
Come over here one at a time.
One at a time.
Boom. You come live with me. You get right. We're gonna get you a gas station.
Right.
Goddamn. Hector come. He gonna get him a gas station.
I'm talking about good one. BP.
Next thing you know, they got the whole Bible.
It makes sense. Like, it makes sense. Like, think about it though. But okay, so. I get exactly what you guys are saying. Where y'all
see, but we unrealistic. We like black.
We don't work together, bro.
No, it's not even that, bro. We unrealistic. We've been brainwashed so much by entertainers, athletes, shit like that we don't think having 7 grocery stores is wealth.
No,
we don't
exactly.
See,
they don't
you know
see
property. Our mind's not open to that possibility. Little nigga from the hood ain't like, oh shit, boy, I can open me up 10 barbershops. I'm trying to be cold. That nigga trying to go pro.
They know about the barbershop. They know about the barbershop. But you brought up a good point about the grocery stores. See, what's interesting about the grocery stores is that how do you get to a grocery store? Like, most cats ain't never even sat down. Like, imagine how many cats have sat down and thought about, like, nigga, how can I own a grocery store?
Right.
But how did I work in a
how you got power? You can't even feed yourself.
Right, you know
you
what
gotta come to my supermarket, nigga. Like, how you powerful?
But and then that's the
how you gonna protest and you gotta go spend money with me?
But that's the beauty of having open dialogue and things like this, bro. Because even like how we was just saying, bro, like prototypically we'll be getting judged based upon the stuff that's going on right now instead of the context of the conversation. But within the context of the conversation is nothing more than what we're needing to solve and the solution that is basically there. Because imagine if we was able to say, you know what, bro, we finna go kick it over here and we finna go set up and we finna plant these gardens right here over here on the south and east side of town. Because like literally most folks know, bro, like there's a red line and a red zone all over Albany, and there's a food desert on the south and the east side of the city. Like,
right,
and most people do not know you. Like, it's not, but not only just not nothing going on. It's on the Dollar Generals and Walmarts.
Right.
There's no grocery store. Tell me where you can go get
taking all the grocery stores.
But not only just that, bro, it's just like they're taking away the local commerce and the commercial use of the
value of the property.
Right. But not only just property, because the value of the property is not going nowhere. Is the functionality of the property? Because the people inside the city. Think about like Tifton, Sylvester, like all these surrounding counties, they do agriculture. Mm-hmm. We don't do agriculture, you know what I'm saying? But we're definitely a booming city that could definitely benefit from agriculture. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine if they actually applied gardening or just applied these simple metrics into like curriculums, the way like kids guys can get legitimate jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, bro. Until you can show a nigga how to make some money, bro, and feed his people, bro. He ain't buying into no preaching.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So you can give him people like, hey, bro, this gonna pay your rent this month.
So people like this, and this ain't selling it too.
I'm just saying, it just goes back to how you install it into what they don't get that, like y'all saying, bro. So they're not getting that.
So you show them. So you show it to them.
Right. I'm saying, but
it's put it in face multiple ways.
And that's the reason. Just pull up here. That's why we're gonna show you.
Exactly, and that's why we do, bro.
Right, most definitely. Because most cats don't even realize that they were smart, bro. The way the world working right now, I'll go learn how to put some shit in the ground. I'll go to a different state where it's like legal.
And go retarded.
And we had this conversation. And then not only just go retarded, man, I just go get the information, bro. Like especially as young ones, all my PPP brothers. Like, you know,
Bro,
I
you better
want
do
that.
something with the money you're going
Bro,
down.
I'm talking about
You better do something with the money you're going down.
pounds,
Until my
pounds,
please
and pounds.
do something.
Hey, Kelly,
Until my
and
flip that, do that,
Colorado.
do something, invest in some stocks and say
Gold.
something, bro.
Bro, just go, man. Just go invest in. Go invest
Bro,
in
if you
marijuana,
wanna
man.
be
Just
a
go
trapper,
get
bro, go
I'm
get
finna
some
go be
paperwork.
bed with you.
Go right,
Bro,
get some
go just go do it.
establishments.
This is we're literally in the prohibition.
You really
era
want to get
of
in the weed
marijuana.
game? Go get you some paperwork. Start
Bro,
risking-
literally, this right now. We're in the age where we can literally open up to invest in anything and profit, bro.
Not really
Literally.
anything, like,
Well, not just anything, but majority of stuff was going on. Let's say marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Even gay communities are booming right now. I'm pretty sure. Look at all these companies that's making money off of the LGBT community. Like, you know, all these big brand companies.
they're making money for them more so than
Like,
off of them. Cause
you know what I'm
it's kind of
saying?
weird how, like, I'm just gonna say, like, bro, I can't watch a decent cartoon no more without.
Without
some-
seeing
you see what
that,
I'm
like,
saying?
come
And,
on,
like,
bro, like-
Bro, because
and I'm uncomfortable.
this what
I'm
really
uncomfortable,
happened. This
bro.
what
Like,
really
I don't
happened
want my
with that, though,
child
bro.
seeing that. Like, I don't want.
I
This
didn't
what-
even fit on.
This what really happened seeing that, bro.
Like, don't let it be forced.
You know, the LGBTQ people, the whole community, they really felt like they was misrepresented or unrepresented for so long that now it's kind of like an overrepresentation.
Right. I think it's too much.
But let's
going
not
on.
cloud our judgment based upon this underrepresentation, because ultimately, that's just like me saying, I like tacos, you like pizza.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Okay, yeah.
You see what I'm
mean,
saying?
but-
Because
But it's never gonna be like that because you got people who hard down feel like that's wrong. God doesn't feel, you know what I'm saying? God's against that.
listen, I love everybody, bro. I have no knock on
Like,
nobody.
I don't have
It's
no
like,
knock against nobody.
Me
but
As I
personally,
sit
feel
here
like
right now,
but
bro.
it just,
Like I say, who cares, bro? Who
but
cares?
it just
Can I?
not let it be too much forced into daily lives, bro. Just,
See, but you always, but when you go to saying shit like, don't force it on us and shit, it always open the door for they feel like, well, don't force being straight on us.
Straight on us.
We don't want to see a straight couple
But
having
how
sex.
do you
Right.
force?
If we can't see a gay couple having sex, we don't want to see a straight couple having sex. Like that's the type of arguments they make, bro.
I mean, to the point, like you're eating it.
Bro,
To the point you're eating it, food.
Every new movie come out on Netflix, if there's a romantic interest of you know what I'm saying, straight couple, then there's gonna be a gay romantic interest as well. It's just how they doing it now.
that's no
Every
cap.
movie.
They
bro.
trying to pick. They
Or
trying
they'll
to appease everybody,
Or
bro.
they'll slide something.
How about we just take away the we don't even want to take away the romantic interest. I just say like
It's
that
needed for
aspect-
some movies. They hold that story in there.
Oh, most definitely. But like that concept,
It make it
bro,
mean something, you know what I'm saying?
You know, but that don't go for so long, bro. And I'm kind of glad we done kind of got on the topic of love, cause like, damn, we was killing it a lot earlier. You know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah, bro, because I just really wanted to let people know, like, don't think we been pussy, like, excuse my French, ladies, but don't think we been, like, scared back in the day. Like, we been, you know what I'm saying, rebelling. We been turning shit up.
For sure.
We been showing y'all what we made of. You feel me? Like,
Okay,
don't
like-
get it twisted.
Like, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
We
Like,
can take it back.
but the argument is, like, does it really work?
like, yeah.
From my viewpoint, I feel like it get a lot of clickbait or it get notoriety, but I don't feel like it really just, you know what I'm saying?
Cause we, bro, at the end of the day, bro, what power do we have without money, bro?
'Cause that's what made the world
That's
revolve
what made
right
the
now.
world revolve. It takes money, bro.
To do
Alright,
this,
okay. Instead of us trying, like, I'm not trying to say go kill a white man, but guess what? Hey, look, I'm finna buy this land. I own your house. Like, I own the property that you stay on. Like, let's get something going, bro. Like, let's get land ownership, bro. What you always used to tell me, bro. It's all about ownership.
Yeah,
bro.
but like because if you don't own shit, then why do we gotta listen to you?
Right.
I own halfway up this street.
Come on.
I own this side from here to here. I own this shit. And you do what now? You work. You work where you drive trucks for who? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's how they looking at you. So you gotta own some shit.
So people like this. So even in that aspect, like this to kind of, I guess, bring everything into concept. If I'm deemed to be the leader, and with me deeming to be a leader, I gotta be the one that go out here on the forefront. It's at some point in time, somebody like the leader gotta have somebody. Okay, like Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar had the right hand man. His right hand man ultimately ended up killing him, but he also helped be one of his greatest decision makers within conquering the conquest that he did. Because it's no cap. If you want to study any great empires or leaderships, they had structures. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't just one man. It was literally, like I say, it's an ideology. Right. And within that ideology is it's corruption. And it's corruption and greed that kind of breeds with the issue.
In any ideology.
Right.
And the corruption in there, like, because the writers of, you know what I'm saying, that's my whole problem, like, with religion. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
because in certain aspect, I feel like our religion has been manipulated a little bit.
Yeah, facts.
To get the upper hand. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
ain't nobody gonna write theyself the villain in their book.
For sure, definitely. But not only that though, like, but that comes to the point of like, are we saying with the violence? Like, at some point in time, like I say, if a bullet's coming in and they doing, like, I'm talking about they snatching your phone, like they always bothering you, bro. Like you always, like it's always you. Yeah. And then like imagine the teacher saying, no, it's always him for real. Like they taking the bullet side. Like the bullet always winning. You gonna do one or two things. And see, most people do what? They kill themselves. They find themselves in situations, and you understand those that kill themselves, who they are and how they usually run about things. But then there's also people that's going to do what? They're going to end up fighting back. But when they fight back, it's the level of extreme that they take it to. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, at the end of the day, if I go play your tire 9 times out of 10, you're going to go bust out my window. You just gonna do something equally or greater than what I just did. You know what I'm saying? That's just going tit for tat.
Yeah, that's just how most niggas think.
So imagine if I done had this all built up, but then you expect me to turn the other cheek. Now don't get me wrong. I also believe in proper delegation. So
see, no, I'm not on no turn the other cheek shit, because I feel like you're supposed to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? Self-preservation, that's like the first.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm
not
with that.
You stick up for yourself,
but at the same time, I'm like, I just feel like pick your battles, like assess the situation.
So and then with that picking your battles,
it's 30 armed guards at goddamn the National Treasury.
So hear me out like this, then.
Y'all 5 niggas with some goddamn flashlights on some guns and some, you know what I'm saying, night vision goggles. You gonna go in that bit?
No.
Exactly, like you gotta assess the situation.
I'm not on Call of Duty, but people like this then. So like even what they were talking about, like the ownership, I think at some point in time we're gonna have to really come down to the conversation of not really what is it violence, more so what is the next step after we go and set up these things, because we know we have the people that's capable of doing these things, because like we got enough gangsters and thugs. So with them having all the gangsters and thugs, we gotta have somebody to put them niggas together and say, hey, look, we finna go coach up these little 5 young boys, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna set up something where it's a political set and structure. And, right, you know what I'm saying? And then you actually create an ecosystem. Cause like that's what our problem is right now. It's too many Democrats and Republicans, and too many people confused on the other sides, where we can't get legislation. Like I say, the pen is mightier than the sword. So if we have this conversation, we got to talk about the greatest weapon of all, and that's the pen. And in order to get to the pen, like
it takes a mindset.
It take a mindset, but it also take a bag. It take a bag, right? It take a bag.
Which is equal to money,
right? And then it also take cohesive working together. Like it take a lot of give and take, pull and pull, push and pull. Cause like even like cities like Albany, like think about cities like Atlanta, if they was like they already set up to say, hey y'all boy, we got these young boys right here. They 16, 17 right now. They got real good potential. These boys are real polished up. And they really street, you know, they come straight out of Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole thing. But they know what they're doing. They got sense, they got it, you know what I'm saying? We finna groom them up to go ahead and say, all right, this is how we finna do that, we finna make these plays. And you show them. And literally, because see, that's the issue. We don't have nobody to show us. Like, them white boys and the Asians, had their daddy to show them how to say, look, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna put you on game about this shit. You know, our uncles and our daddies, you know.
And I say this like going into like what I was raised around. I was raised around
black business.
Right, you
like,
see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like my uncle owned a daycare, like, you know what I'm saying? He in Albany, like, since I don't know when, like, you know, doing things financially and stuff like that. And that's who I idoled after.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I always wanted to be him, and now that I'm actually starting to do and actually, you know what I'm saying? Well, actually own my business. Like, let's own it. Like,
Oh yeah, you
ownership.
definitely
I own a
it's
business. You
emotional.
know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
with it.
And then
I'm
like, I'm
doing
coming
this.
from like the, you know what I'm saying, the
You feel me?
opposite of that
Like-
perspective. For like, my parents, you know what I'm saying, like working class people, like they ain't never
For sure.
owned, you know what I'm saying, nothing. So like a lot of my creative goddamn ideas and shit is like talking to the wall, you know what I'm saying. They don't really be, you know.
I'm already know,
you know what I'm saying.
I kind of come in the middle of that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and like my dad, you know what I'm saying? Well, I say my mom and my stepdad, they really like, you know what I'm saying, just working. Well, my dad, you know what I'm saying, he owned a business, you know what I'm saying, do like carpentry work, working on houses and stuff. But he did that like later in life, so like, it's still a lot of things that he can't really understand because it's like, bro, you wasn't like in your early 20s
But
trying to, you know what I'm
it's the
saying?
fact. It's the fact that they got to that point, bro. That's the most impressive thing, bro.
And
They actually got to witness owning something of their own, bro. You feel me? Like that's that. It goes to a point like applaud.
yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
definitely,
Applaud
definitely.
yourself for that. Like,
But
you
not,
feel me?
but not only applauding, bro. Like you also
Right.
gotta like be like that's a great milestone, but it's like one of those ones that you gotta take steadfast.
Right.
Where, like once you come in and you really lock in and understand what you're doing, like that's generational. Like, all right, we need to set this up how we do this. Like, you know, how we're gonna keep this moving forward for the next 5 to 10 years.
Exactly.
And I think those are the conversations we kind of got scared away from because we were so forced on go to school, go be a doctor, go be a lawyer.
And
versus-
everybody
And
think,
facts.
and everybody, like, I understand nothing is promised, but everybody rushing, like, everybody feel like, bro, I gotta
That's
blow
social
up,
media,
like,
bro.
nigga, I got
That's-
6 months.
that's the internet,
This
bro.
nigga was 20.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
shit, I'm
social
finna,
media,
be,
bro.
I'm finna be 25. I ain't got no bread. Oh my god. This
Yeah.
nigga was 20. This nigga 20. He up 30 million. Like, nigga, okay, and goddamn, when he get 50, he might
Mental
be
health,
goddamn,
mental
he
health.
might be a janitor when he get 50.
Bro,
Right.
it's
If
about-
you get 50, you might
and-
be, you know what I'm saying?
And what I
Okay.
say, and what I say is, bro, what I always go back to, it like I always remember, you're only as young as you feel, bro.
Right, for sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And that go back to what you were saying, like feeling like people rushing, bro. Like, and like, bro, you can't rush the process sometimes. Sometimes it takes people longer, and it's okay though. You feel me? Like, who's to say like your time? Like, your time is your time.
God,
You feel me?
and that's the
Like,
beauty of it, bro. Like you
You
can't
feel me? You
place-
can't,
yeah,
you
you
can't
see what I'm
really
saying?
rush that shit, cause you'll know when it's time.
For sure.
You'll know when
Bro.
everything's right, bro.
This no cap, bro. I can honestly say, and Dobbie can attest to this. With as far as this business shit, like I've been doing entertainment, whether rapping and shit, since 2015. Like just trying to like do different shit with entertainment. Like this shit is not overnight. Like this shit, you take.
No.
We done took some losses.
We done
For
took
sure.
some L's,
We done
some
went to the
major
drawing
L's.
board. We done scrapped the whole our concept. Came back with some more shit. Like
Facts. Over.
that's what they gotta understand. Like over and over again.
But you gotta also realize we also choosing lonely lanes. Like
Yeah, niggas don't understand
And
that.
that
And
dialogue, we choose lonely
and-
lanes.
It's a rapper I
I'm
listen
glad
to
you
named
said
Rex Like
that.
Raj, bro.
I'm glad you said
Rex Like
that,
Raj say
bro.
the hardest part about being a visionary is that nobody gonna see it how you gonna see it.
Oh, not until like you say, like till you dead, you're gone,
Till
bro.
you dead.
Like if it's
Yeah.
like Basquiat or like even just like Van Gogh, like artists, I just
Come
bring
on,
in the concept.
Basquiat,
because-
they thought he was a goddamn fool.
Right, you know what I'm
He
saying?
died the hottest shit in the streets.
Albert Einstein was like borderline, like
Right. Why Nipsey a legend after they do that to him?
It's like a blurred line between genius and like psychotics.
Exactly,
And
it always
most
been
people
that.
don't like to tether that line unless, like you say, you're a visionary because you gotta understand that's a lot of isolation and self like
Exactly, bro.
conscious.
And I've mastered that, bro.
Right.
And like I'm so like control. Like I done got to the point, like, bro.
Yeah,
I'm in
and
like
facts.
I won't say control because I still have moments I flip out, but I'm so in tune with myself emotionally, bro. I just let shit happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to play tough no more.
And-
You know what I'm saying? I don't try to be hard, nigga, no more. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta cry, I gotta cry. If I gotta scream, I gotta
You know what,
scream.
bro?
But I have a moment and I move past the shit. I feel like that's how a lot of murders And violence happen in the black community anyway because we don't know how to deal with emotions.
Niggas don't know how to express themselves.
If you gotta go scream and you, bro, I swear to God, bro, I ain't gonna say his name, bro, might not know how to feel about it. But I got a partner, bro, that ass get mad. One of his partners or some shit, somebody he loves so he can't do nothing to him, bro might just go home and do push-ups till he pass out. Like,
that's some smart ass shit though.
That's how niggas cope. Like, bro, so if you gotta go, like, you get a punching bag in your room, put that bitch up in the corner. Go home and punch that bitch.
Yeah.
Today is actually what time it is? Before I actually be wrong. Oh yeah, boom. Okay, so the day 3 years ago, bro. It's simple to what we were just talking about, bro. Like, you know how you always have this shit you trying to get out your mind. You be, like, you be blockades, bro. I kid you not, bro. Nigga flipped out one day, bro. And within me simply not being able to control my emotions, bro, I ended up having my first experience of actually going to jail, bro. And that was like the dumbest shit in the world. Like, I kid you not, bro. Being in the cell, like, I ain't finna sit here and act like I was in that 30-day, 40-day. Hell no. I was in that bitch 24 hours because that was some bullshit. I kid you not, bro. Like, the entire thing of it is like, that shit mentally fucks with you, bro. Like, most people don't even talk. Like, they don't really express that shit the real way. Like,
niggas don't understand that shit.
Jail ain't
That's the
scary
warfare
for shit.
of jail.
Like, jail, like, don't get shit confused about none of that other shit. Like, don't get me wrong. Them niggas locked up, like, you know, freedom boy, that, you know, but, like, that shit really, it's mental, dog.
Yes.
It ain't, most niggas don't know how to express it and just.
We're gonna break your ass
Right, you
down.
see what I'm saying?
So when
Separate.
you go outside, you gonna say, I ain't gonna do that shit no more.
For sure, because it ain't no clout.
I ain't robbing at the grocery store.
Right.
You gotta sit there. And the worst thing about most human beings, bro, is they hate being in their heads. Most human beings hate being in their own heads, bro.
I definitely don't like to do that.
Right.
It causes too many problems.
But no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. What it does is cause you to sit with your problems. It causes you to sit and deal with your problems, bro. Because, like, most people don't realize anxiety.
What I mean by that is just like, you know what I'm saying? You go into a cycle of doing something that, you know what I'm saying? If you was just, like, I'm gonna say normal, but just in how I would say it, like, just like in another state that you wouldn't just think about it.
Right.
Like, everything will be fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you causing problems.
No, that's not something. Honestly, I believe you psyching yourself out. Like, I think a lot of times when, like, we all run into these issues of self-doubt and anxiety, or like, I guess like how you was just saying, no problems, like when we just in our head and we creating it, like, all right, this is what it is, like these scenarios and shit, like those scenarios are nothing more than practice if you want to look at it. Like breaking it down into basketball and shit, bro. If you really break that shit down, like
it's
really,
like a simulation in your head.
Yeah, you prepare yourself for the worst situation.
Exactly.
Like you don't like, because the thing about it is like, because I kid you not, bro, sitting in that motherfucker, bro, it made me sit there and think about like, bro, if I would have like, because you know what's crazy part about this shit is I wouldn't have had to go if I would have chilled out. Like my whole thing was like,
bro, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I realize, bro, no cap, bro, like. I grew up my whole life playing football, so I relate a lot of motherfucking life messages back to football.
Right.
Or back to sports in general.
Yeah.
So, bro, I ain't gonna lie. It been so many situations in my life, if I just got them, no pun intended, like kept my head in the game, bro, I wouldn't even got in that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, nigga be wigging out, then afterwards you be like, bro, that shit wasn't even that serious. God damn, like.
I'm telling you, like, you start thinking about that shit, you put that shit in hindsight, the shit really be funny as fuck.
Bro, no cap, bro.
And you know what'd be crazy about the shit is like, most people dead ass would not want to like admit or cope to certain things, but bro, when you got like a routine or how you do certain things, like don't get me wrong, if you popping pills, don't pop pills and don't snort cocaine.
Hey man, all that popping pill shit, lame.
Do not do that shit.
Itching and shit.
You are following,
bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Hey, look. I used to do the Zans.
It's a pandemic going on out here, and niggas is not talking about it enough, man. Stop that shit.
I never did that shit. Like I never did that shit before.
I ain't popped no Xanax since 2017. Like that shit ain't the way. Like
that's not it.
Like it's too many. We got too many cases of people going out like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, find you a good weed,
real
man,
talented people
and just chill out, okay?
Right. Smoke you a good blunt, just
that's all. But I ain't saying, and I'm not saying weed solve all problems, but
it don't. Cause it don't. I ain't gonna lie. Once you get to the level that you like a normal smoker like me, nigga, I smoke all day long. So, nigga, I be high still thinking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I be high still.
I'm to my driving down the street,
psychoanalyzing. Nigga, I'm driving. I don't know where I'm going.
Straight up, zoned out, like.
I be zoned out of like, you know what I'm saying, bro.
I definitely
Like,
feel.
I mean, I just be feeling that, like, you know what I'm saying. I just keep one rolled up, bro. Like that shit help me deal with a lot of shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying.
Because you
But does it really though, bro? Or
I mean, it just
like,
soothes it. It just
you know what I'm
soothes
saying?
it. You know.
So
what
how
I'm
y'all
saying?
feel about therapy then?
I don't think therapy is really. I think if you,
I
you
feel
need
like-
somebody that's really to talk to. Bro.
I'm against traditional therapy. Like, let me go sit down on this motherfucking stranger's couch.
Yeah,
let him
exactly.
play in my head and tell me what's wrong with me. I'm against that. But I feel like conversation like this,
Right.
shit like this,
Shit
is
like
therapy,
this, like this is for
Yeah,
this is what
yeah,
we
like
need.
black, you know what I'm saying? We like
black community, black
man, we gotta make it normal for like
Yeah.
the
Open
goddamn-
dialogue.
conversations
You know what
like
I'm saying?
this, the
Right.
talk,
Exactly.
So,
what's going
open
on.
mic. You feel me? Like
So what happened to the barbershop conversation? Because like I mean, or not barbershop
Pandemic.
conversation,
Pandemics,
but
bro.
not only
Think
the
about it.
pandemics though, but before the pandemic though, you got to think
But
about
you
it.
gotta-
Most
you gotta-
cats-
you
I
gotta
saw something on
understand,
Instagram
bro.
earlier, bro, that like broke my heart. It was like 74% of suicides is black men. I mean, it's males.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
then like, what they said, I forgot the percentage, but that shit's crazy though, bro. Like, that shit wild.
And bro, and the thing is, bro, like the media don't point out how much, you know what I'm saying, the male health is, like how important it is.
For sure.
Like they don't push that out enough. Like
They don't.
you know how like women get they get their not trying to put, you know what I'm saying, like
I don't
gender.
think they push health enough. I ain't gonna say
I don't
that
think they
wrong.
put health enough at all. Like I'm talking
Yeah.
about mental health, not,
Oh,
not
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
physical
I just
health.
pulled it up, bro.
Just mental health. I don't put things.
84 men take their life each week.
84
84
84 men. 75% of all suicides are by men.
Like all races or just
Men, like,
just
just
in
males.
general. And see, but you gotta
Right.
also think about it. Like
Basically, like the doctor, you know what I'm saying? The coroner pulling up, he hears a suicide. He's thinking it's a man.
I'm pretty sure. Like
And bro, and that's what I meant by going back to earlier when we were saying about when I was saying about we needed protests. Like when I said we needed like establishments within the community to help and pure. You know what I'm saying? Like pure establishments.
I ain't gonna say I don't think.
I mean, I'm saying like shit,
they're
like,
cool,
like
but
shit like
structures.
what we doing,
Right,
bro.
for sure. For
Like,
sure.
you know what I'm
Platforms.
saying?
Call them
Like,
platforms.
you know what I'm saying?
Let's use
Like,
platforms.
Right.
Because
Like,
yeah, platforms.
Open the schools though. That's what we need. Establishment for kids to go overseas and see different things that they never would thought of seeing before. Like that's what I mean.
Okay,
by
bro, but check,
doing
though.
things like
we gotta
that.
start on a smaller level before that because check, boom, shit like this.
I mean, even the
Boom.
giveaway.
Do you really want to
down
send a
the
kid? But
street.
check though, listen, I'm gonna bring it 360 for you. Well, do you really want to send a kid who ain't never got down? The farthest he don't went is down the street to the McDonald's. This nigga ain't never seen shit. You know what I'm saying? Put like a goddamn vacation in him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, fun part.
And it like that. And it's like that.
Come on, like some kids like that. Like some kids don't leave their side of town for real, bro.
Okay, bro, but
Their
I'm
mama's
saying
always
like,
at work. They
boy,
with
these
grandma
field
outside,
trips,
bro.
I'm saying, oh,
What
they
you
ain't
gonna
even
send
gotta
them
go
across
that
the
city
far.
for?
Oh, they ain't even gotta go that.
shop.
Oh, they ain't even gotta go that far, bro.
You gonna
I'm just
go- they
saying,
gonna
I'm
be
just
culture
saying,
shock.
like,
But not
I'm
only
just
culture
saying
shock,
development.
but that's what you
program.
need though. You gotta have that. You gotta have that level of culture shock. Like I ain't gonna lie to you,
You
bro.
got to,
Like,
bro. You gotta expand their mind to the.
So
Yeah,
people
but
like this.
gradually, bro. You don't just toss them.
I mean, that's what school is for.
But that's just
You
like
got
what's
levels. That's
talking
why
about
you
that
got
woke shit.
grades.
Like a lot of us can always speak on like being woke or like spiritual, however you want to look at it. But then you gotta also put in the concept of like, bro, when you go to sleep at night, bro, your eyes closed, bro, everything dark, right? You pretty much
Right.
thinking you in your
It's a
head.
break
You know
of
what I'm
consciousness,
saying?
right.
It's a break of consciousness.
Right.
So when you see that shit and when you start seeing certain things, everybody respond to that shit differently. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you just said, I understand where you're coming from.
Bro,
Because given the
exactly
simple.
how it works. You just basically saying how it works.
Right.
It works
But-
like a dream, bro.
But
like,
not only just like a dream, but it's also like it's a process because most
it's a
people
process too, yeah.
Because some people gonna have the nightmare. Some people gonna wake up and say, "Well, what the fuck? Like everything I learned has been a lie. Like you mean to tell me my mom and daddy was like, you know, like they been lied to, and then now this is going on, and like I don't want to sound like no weird conspiracy theorist or nothing like that. But like you gotta just put certain things in perspective, because if we're gonna sit here and speak on how we had all these mass murders and these massacres like we was just doing earlier, you got to be mindful of everything that wasn't documented. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because even like here locally, you got to think about it, bro. We sit on the bed of like one of the largest rivers that was at the height of
Yeah,
its
what they
point
say,
back in the
artesian
day. Yeah, because and if you go anywhere to like those historical points in Albany, bro, they'll tell you, bro, Albany was named the Thornatista before Nelson Tiff came in. So Nelson Tiff is the dude that founded Albany, and he founded Tifton as well. So quick history, it's about the city that we're from. So when Nelson Tiff pulled up in him, he named it Albany because he sat on the river, just like Albany, New York. But with him doing that, he set up like one of the most biggest economic systems that most people do not talk about today. Like most people do not speak on how like this man had this fucking like I'm talking about this man had the city booming. Like when I say booming, I'm talking about booming like to the point where like presidents coming down here like checking in. We got Nelson, we got naval bases.
Bro, they said I didn't even know this, bro, but they said the Atlanta Dodgers used to go back through Radium Springs.
Oh yeah.
And like I'm talking about actually a hotel. It's like
a resort.
Yes.
Like
a
team resort.
Springs, blue.
A team resort, bro. They used to swim out there in the springs.
Bro, why you think they call it a good light city, bro? We live in a perfect city
that.
for rich niggas.
They used to race horses out there and everything.
Bro, Harlem, bro, right over there downtown. Harlem, bro. That shit was booming.
Right.
So, you can tell downtown.
Why can they call it Harlem?
Yeah. Right.
Harlem, New York, like it resembles.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Black business, straight up.
But the South. But let me put y'all on game real quick. So, like, y'all know how to tell the tales, like, trail the tales, you know how they tell you to start. So, you want to see some irony and some shit? Tell me why T.I. Park is named T.I.
I can't even tell.
I assume a tribe of Indians.
Yeah.
Right. But within that tribe of Indians, imagine the amount of actual Indians that actually stay. Like, think about all the Indians that actually could have occupied this area. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, as I've been telling y'all, Nelson Tiff founded this shit. Like, the nigga that in the history book, like, when you go look shit up, they're going to say Nelson Tiff founded Albany. But before Nelson Tiff founded Albany, the name of the city was the Thornatista. It's over 40,000 missing massacres of Indians. Like, it's 40,000 Indians missing from, like, since then.
History,
like,
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, how even when we're breaking this conversation in, like, imagine, like, somebody coming in and taking your shit for, like, little to nothing. Like, just taking your shit.
And because they had the power and they took all the shit, they was able to wipe them boys out.
All right, and then you had the little things about it, because most people don't even know when they walk around here, bro. They walking on like the real deal start of certain things. Yeah. Like, bro, this is the city where they wouldn't have founded the youth. You know what I'm saying? Like the Radio Springs, like how we just saying, like that's the founding of youth. When they teach you in school, bro, they don't teach us like they don't literally tell you like when geographical. When you look that shit up, when you put it down in the United States, Southwest Georgia, it was underwater. Albany, think about it, we got the sand dunes, bro. We sit in one of the most geographical, craziest places there is.
That's why it's like when tornadoes and hurricanes shit come through, they fuck this motherfucker up.
Right, because we got everything for it.
Right.
And when most people don't even realize, bro, it's like, it's simple shit like that. Like, they don't even realize that, but all this stuff really ours, bro. Like, how 40,000 Indians go missing? You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Like, it probably
and then you mean to tell me everybody came on a boat? Like I said earlier, bro. Everybody came from the South. Your grandmama, your mama, your daddy, and I ain't even gonna count either you're a mutt or you're a thoroughbred, but you know your ass came from down here, but
right.
So just be a brick about it. And then, but most people don't want to teach you about your history and let you know that hey, this is really where you from,
bro. I tested the theory at work last week, bro. Me and my nigga Kill, shout out to Kill, dude I work with or whatever. So we back there, we processing the truck or whatever. And I was just like, bro, watch this, bro. When we get in the break room, I'm gonna start talking about like some quote unquote woke shit and see how crazy motherfuckers like react. So I started talking in the break room. Everybody looking, he talking that crazy shit, joking, oh, so you a Black Panther, all that shit. And it's funny to me because it's like, you scare people when you tell them shit. You know what I'm saying? Before they ready to receive it.
Bro, because
like that shit scared them. So and in natural reaction, they either gonna attack it or make fun of it.
Right.
That's how they deal with it.
They see you like you're being rebellious. Like, you know what I'm saying? You in it. Oh, you see, like the boss, like the white.
They don't even see him as being rebellious.
Oh, they feel like you crazy.
Right, you see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like
you get that old like this nigga go like
hit me go talking to my folks about, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking to them about like different situations in the world and how people are like how they trying to off us and stuff, how they trying to slowly kill the black man out of
you know what I'm saying, the world and stuff like that. And hit it, man, go, you talking crazy. And I'm like,
Bro.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the fact of the matter that they think that you're talking crazy. It's not even,
Bro.
like, we don't
Yeah,
care to some
like-
condition to become accepting of, like,
They-
scenarios as they are.
They don't really see the reality of the thing, you know what I'm saying? Because as black people, bro, like, throughout history, we had to be conditioned a certain way to kind of survive.
Oh yeah, bro. When you go out and you saying certain things, bro, most people, the masses don't trust you well enough to be on some, like, fuck that. Like, we finna go follow this man because he makes sense. Like, they gotta see you go be proven. They gotta go see you survive. Like, they gotta make sure that you make it to the other side of it. Because at this point now, if you don't get to the other side, it's pointless. And within doing that, like, within getting to that other side, it's like, bro, like, how can we all do it without having to sacrifice so many? But with this sacrifice, but that's what the price of freedom is, though. Ultimately, is the sacrifice.
And that's what you said, going back to a leader, bro.
Right.
You gotta sacrifice. It has to be you know what I'm saying?
At what cost, bro?
At what it costs, though.
Everything is at what cost?
But not only, I don't think it's at what cost. I think it's like the understanding of sacrifice. Once you understand that, because to me, at certain points in times, I know Malcolm was prepared to die. Like, Malcolm and Marvel, these two, like, and I'm bringing these two visionary leaders up again because, like I say, if they had an economic standpoint, I really truly believe any man with an economic foundation, a solid one, like, you can't kill a billionaire. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Like, can't no random man just go knock off a billionaire. And we know how the government works. We know how the government works, bro. The government is the brokest system that we have. Like, the government is always looking for somebody to come up off of illegal or legal money just so they can go get their bread. So at the end of the day, when you position yourself when you put yourself at a point in a position where, like,
I got some bread. Like, come sit at my table.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Now
eat,
let's go talk this business right here. You know what I'm saying?
How a white man gonna be racist? And when your bread is the same bread, your bread is my bread too.
And it's just doing good business. And that's how I feel like we kind of at that rioting part, because, like, at this point we ain't got to do violence. We ain't got to do violence no more.
We don't got to.
Right.
What we gonna do? We just gonna drill it through y'all. We're gonna just drill it to y'all. We just gonna give it handed to y'all. Like,
it's not even handing it to them, bro. It's honestly understanding what the American dream really is. What the American dream is me saying, hey, I got this idea, and I need y'all boys to believe in my idea. I need y'all boys to believe in me for 6 months. Y'all believe in me for 6 months, I change our lives. Right, and then within those 6 months, after the 3 months into the 6 months, y'all done brought me 2 people. You see what I'm saying? Because of the shit that I'm showing and proving, it's working. You know what I'm saying?
So everything brings
right. And then and like I was saying, bro, because, like, even when you start building, like, and that's why I say I believe more platforms than establishment. Because, see, within a platform is nothing more than just an establishment. It's not establishment.
Speaking point, like, it's like that leg.
Right, you know what I'm saying? It's that foundation. It's that trampoline too.
It's like how you have a tree branch. Every limb carries nutrients that flows through.
Right. It's
just like, you know what I'm saying? If everybody feeding the same nutrients.
And if you listen hard enough, bro, you get the game from every aspect. Because when you look at it like that.
And that plant nourish, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
because as we've been sitting here having a conversation, bro, we ain't doing nothing more but planting seeds at the very moment that we in now. And we just got to be more curators of understanding that we have to cultivate those seeds. We have to actually make sure we go and we maintain them. And a lot of times, certain things grow slower than others, but you gotta know that everything coexists. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Everything is needed.
Right.
Like, everything make the wheel roll. You know what I'm saying?
Because at some point, my nigga, like, you gotta learn how to work a ballot and a scale.
Right.
I mean, at some point, like, that's just at the most simplistic way I can put it. Like, you gotta know what a ballot and a scale look like, and if you don't know what that is, then I mean, hey, you don't know culture. I'm just saying like that.
Exactly.
Just to be a brick with you.
Exactly. Like,
shit, we gotta stand together, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, that's just how that shit go.
We gotta stand together.
That's the only way it work.
Staying the one ideal, bro.
Hey, everybody love power. Everybody love power, and everybody love What's your boy? Franklin Saint. Snowfall. So, put this shit in perspective right now. These two characters right here captivate their whole entire black community. Like these are
Real.
two guys that we know for a fact.
Right.
If they were real, nigga, everybody be like, but look, but these are niggas right here. These are boys.
Famous.
You know what I'm saying? Like real
These
talk.
would be stars.
To imagine, cause look at the people that play them.
Exactly.
The people that play them treat them as such. You know what I'm saying?
Real people, exactly.
So imagine if somebody was really there, like, and imagine those guys actually being legitimate men and doing good business.
Right.
And learning how to delegate and negotiate. Because see, the only thing about politics that most cats don't realize, like I was saying, most of our pops, like most black guys, were taught how to use a scale before balloting.
Yeah,
So when you start teaching them how to use the ballot, it coexist.
Niggas learn how to roll a blunt before they learn how to write a check.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas don't know how to tie.
Yes.
Bro, niggas don't know how to tie a tie, but niggas know how to shoot.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the beauty of it is like you gotta learn that balance. Because at the end of the
tie a
day,
tie, but you gonna tie that rag. You know
right?
what I'm
But you gotta know how to do both.
Right.
And certain cats don't know how to do both. Some people don't even know how to like
Do one hell.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So when they're doing it, you gotta be realistic.
Really?
You gotta have to be realistic with yourself. But with them being realistic with yourself, that's been the problem. Like, cause now you gotta think about it. Like you say, they are representing entertainers.
And
they only show you one
they
side.
only show you
of it.
one side of it.
They don't give you the cat with the
both
tie.
side.
They don't give you the cat with the bow, and then the guys that they do give you the bows and shit. Like, and you know, shout out to that boy Ben X and 19 Kings, cause them boys do, them boys definitely set it up like how they supposed to. It's just you ain't the authenticity. That's when that shit come in question, cause you and then even now everything gotta be questioned now, cause most people put on for social media,
bro.
so
Look,
it's kind of hard.
Nah, niggas question everything because it's like damn near the people expect you to be poor just because you a leader.
Oh yeah,
It's like you a leader, they see you got a Benz. Like, well, if you really for the people,
bro,
why you got a Benz?
See, and that's
I work hard.
That's what
and
that's what social media gets shit fucked up, bro.
Not on the social
Like
media.
you gotta get like in the just the logic, like what we're basically introduced to, like what we're seeing over and over. Like if you gotta be a leader, you gotta be like MLK. You can't roll up in a BMW 2020,
right?
And look good and be a leader.
I see this thing.
You can't do that nowadays, and it's
I don't believe that. I think because Muhammad Ali played it, he made this valid point because he was doing the interview. I seen it on Instagram and shit. Like he was talking about how like most people were saying like those religious cats, they shouldn't go get all them fancy ass cars. Which I do say like live within, live within your boundaries.
Nah, bro.
Like,
I'm just saying,
boundaries.
bro.
But
If I work hard to get here, and then I put my time and effort into helping people out and actually going out here and doing stuff for people, who to say I can't step out and look good for once?
Bingo.
Yes, you.
Who say I can't do
my
that,
dream
bro?
car is a Phantom, bro, and you see what we got going on right now. I'm in the academy, like, I got enough pockets, so.
At the end of the day, I have a personal life too, bro.
Yeah, I need stars in my ceiling too.
Like y'all could have did the same thing. Y'all could have went out there and helped and did the thing.
But it's the American dream, bro, so you shouldn't care about how anybody else feels and anybody else's opinion. So ultimately, at the end of the day, it's called white collar crime. Cause all them PPP boys, they don't understand that's what they doing, and that shit been going on for a long time. So you know what I'm saying? So when you understand that, hey, if we go in here and we learn this finesse, it's just what it is. And I hate to sound so rugged about it, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like it's loopholes that
like,
were set there for America.
Like,
I kid you not, y'all boy. Like man, like boy, we could go into the topic about certain shit.
I feel like, bro, if we made that more of a norm, I ain't saying stay in the hood, but niggas should be
cultivate the hood. Stay in the hood.
Your mindset should be higher than the
so they don't look
bro.
at you like food.
I'm just saying to get where you're going. Like
your mindset, what your mindset should be. Your mindset should be bringing it to the hood, not high. Like even
not basically saying. I'm not saying basically higher, bro. I'm just saying
I get what
like.
you're saying though. But what I'm saying though is the concept of it. Like say for example,
a level of just. You know what I'm saying? You feeling good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
It just go inner. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you like this.
I'm just saying like feeling down and bad and feeling down and.
If you get that phone call tomorrow, you leaving Albany?
I mean, I would to get to where I need to go so I can bring that back. You see, that's what I was trying to say. Like, it's a more higher.
I feel you.
It's more higher than just
How you feel about that kid?
just staying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to see
feel me? Like, I gotta share my wealth, bro.
Right.
I gotta share my wealth back. That's why I gotta bring something back here and establish something.
Anybody who know me, bro,
You know what I'm saying?
anybody who know me, they'll let you know, bro. I always said like I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, like want to be in Auburn, you know what I'm saying, like
Right.
retire, like this or like end goal type shit.
Right. For
So,
sure. Yeah.
but I think like when you still trying to get it and you get to a certain level, you're gonna have to
You gonna have to leave it.
I think
and really hit that other
that next level.
I ain't saying you gotta stay nowhere else, but
I truly
you gonna have to
go.
you know what I'm saying?
Feel me?
People always gonna, a stranger gonna go harder for you than a nigga that know you since
Real
third
talk.
Those are facts.
Real talk.
Those are facts. I agree with y'all. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. What I came to realize about like certain shit like this, especially when it comes to the city, bro, it's like it's the approach of it. Is yeah, you gonna get that love and that discrepancy, that pushback on it.
Yeah.
But it's the way you approach that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
'Cause if you go in and you say, all right, well shit, they might not be fucking with me over here, but if I go over here and I start setting my foundation over here set, they're gonna start coming over this way. And they're gonna start fucking with me here. And my city,
And then it just.
cause I think the city will take care of you a whole lot more than like you going
And I'm talking about like how I was saying like going outside, like higher than the hood. I'm saying like building relationships.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, I think you should definitely build a relationship
Like
outside of the hood.
and like,
But
okay, this
what I'm saying,
this Jew over here, he might have the same idea as me. Like, okay, Dobbie, look, man, I've been thinking about opening up a recreational youth center.
Right.
let's put it in the
You
oven.
feel me? And put let's put it on the east side of Auburn and have something for the children. You know, I grew up over Auburn. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really knew I was over there. Cause I ain't really mess with nobody. But I see you're a nice person.
Right.
So let's do some business together.
Right.
Let's put a youth center over here on the east side of Auburn and bring something back.
But
you know what I'm saying? That's it, and then that's establishment with somebody. Okay, and then boom. Okay, that flourishing. We got that set up. Kids coming in.
But you know
It's
the
a low
odds
rate.
that actually
You
happening
keeping
though,
kids
bro.
out. You know what I'm saying?
Cause like think about it like this: if you
Like-
leave, say you do leave, and like y'all say y'all build those relationships. So as y'all building those outside relationships, and the actual reality of it is like those outside relationships probably gonna start outside, and it's gonna take a while for them to even trickle into the city, like the way you wanted them to trickle into the city. You know.
Yeah.
So when they're giving,
But I don't necessarily think so, bro. Cause nowadays, like, bro, niggas is PJing everywhere.
Everywhere.
Atlanta
sure.
only 3 hours away, bro.
For
So if
sure.
I'm popping, I got my niggas, like, you know what I'm saying, say MTV, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, any job records, anything, get me like, hey, yo, want you to be at A&R, want you to write a couple songs, this or this, woo. It's nothing for them to be like, they hit me like, okay, boom, we need you to work on this song. I be like, boom, okay, I got a session in Auburn.
right,
That's 3 hours away, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
He can come pull
A
up.
plane, what it is, an hour and a half.
for
Right.
sure. So
If that, like,
But like I said, that's why I say it's important for us to be a platform because ultimately, like you gotta imagine like
bro,
how many
niggas gonna
guys
fuck
are
with
actually
it, bro.
going right now.
They're coming. Bro.
Right, because this niggas on. But what
Right.
I say, if you build once they get built, because I ain't gonna front, bro. That's really the thing about it now. It's like actually making niggas put money where their mouth is.
Right, and
Like,
they actually
in order to use.
and it's all about who you know too.
Right, because you use
That's
and,
all it's about.
and that's
It
the
really
beauty
is about
of the
who
city.
you
That's
know.
why I asked the question that I said.
Yeah.
If you get that phone call, are you gonna take off or are you gonna stay in the city?
all right, this has been another episode of the KOE Confidential. I'm Kenny Supreme. Of course, you can follow me on all socials at Kenny_Supreme with 2 E's.
Hey, and it's your cousin Jay Will, but you can also follow me at Cutmaster J on all social platforms.
And you already know this your boy Dobbie_T. That's DOBBIE. And you can follow me on Twitter at BossUpDobbie, man. That's again BossUp_Dobbie. I ain't say that at first. You know, fucked up.
But yeah, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. Make sure y'all follow all us, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got
man.
different little businesses they got going on.
Sure.
And we got a Shopify coming soon, so make sure y'all get the KOE merch.
Yeah.
We going up book bags, rolling trays,
All that. I'm talking
all
about
that.
all
Full
that
merch.
good
Hey, you talking about?
Full
Shop.
merch. Shop.
Chop it up, chop it up, chop it up.
Hey, you talking about?
But shit, we love y'all. Peace.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been searching, trying to get me a bag. The funds bigger, I've been hunting down residual cash. The young nigga, waiting on